Hello, this is Minder Chen. I'm a professor of MIS at Martin B. Smith School of Business and Economics at CSU Channel Island. And in this lecture, we're going to continue our discussion of Web 2.0. In this diagram from Tim O'Reilly, lists some of the changes from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0. And I'm going to pick just some of them here, listed here, to help us to discuss this changing phenomenon. We did mention last time the move away from a more centralized architecture to a distributed architecture, such as the use of BitTorrent as a peer-to-peer network of services in terms of content sharing. And also we're moving away from just building a personal website, which in the past you may need to know HTML. Now you can create your own blogging website, or maybe just use Facebook page as your website. And another phenomenon is the change from publishing content to involving other people or user to participate in a process we call it co-creation. When Yahoo was popular before the Google's taking over the search engine business, we kind of classify our website based on various directory, which is kind of a semi-standard taxonomy in kind of classifying various website or content. Was the tagging, user-generating tagging convention, sometimes we refer to as taxonomy. User can have the freedom to create tag to classify the content they have created. Let me maybe show you one. This is in Facebook's, when you post a photo, you can actually, they use some kind of facial recognition technology, so you can kind of identify a person and then tag the person so that they aware that your picture has shown up in one of your posting. This example here is someone hosts a major event and posts that event picture here and asks everybody to tag themselves in this picture of mass audience. And certainly this is a high resolution picture that you can actually identify yourself if you were there. Nobody control actually what kind of tag you can create, which make it very flexible. However, because of a lack of standards, so it may not be very easy to search document across multiple website because the tagging convention can be quite different. So the result may not be so desirable. This is another example that I created a video-based training for using Access, and I can just create my own tags to classify it in my own liking. Twitter use something called hashtag, which allow you to create tag for your tweet, such that it can be easier for other people to basically identify and find your tweet. Okay, and in in the previous slide, we did here I do have a video which went viral by a band called OK Go. Take a look. It's actually pretty interesting, and I think you enjoy it. So the question that we have regarding using YouTube or other social media to post content, and hopefully people like it and would actually view it. If you have a lot of traffic to your video, certainly you can achieve that 15 minutes of fame and potentially can launch a new career. So here I collected 2 online resources which help us to understand why video go viral. One is by someone who worked at YouTube, Kevin Adelka, which described to some young audience why video go viral. And there's another document laid out 4 rules for video to go viral. If you're interested in marketing, using social media for marketing purpose, definitely you want to study this. This is just a fun little website called Woodle. Woodle.net allow you to cut and paste some text, and then by analyzing the word's frequency, etc., the Woodles can actually create a diagram like this. You probably have seen something like this before. You can also enter just a URL pointing to a website. They will just grab the content website and then analyze the word's frequency and decide it, and create this word cloud, as they call it. This will highlight some keywords for you, and can be an interesting application. Let's go back to the basic to discuss some of the social networking and Web 2.0 application. From a reductionist viewpoint of Web 2.0, web is just read and write. Initially, it's just reading. For most of us, it's reading content from the web. But more and more, because of better web-based tool, a lot of people are allowed to participate. Remember that platform of participation? To participate the writing, the creation of content on the web. And so Web 2.0 enable almost everybody to join the crowd in writing and creating new content. However, even in the blog sphere, blogging, people do participate in different way. Some will create original content or post someone else's content, and some will share the content they have seen with others. Some people would take an extra effort to comment on someone else posting, and they will also some people, they would just follow certain blogger or certain Facebook friend, and without creating major content. In this social technographic letter, which was created by some expert at Forest Research Incorporation, try to classify different type of kind of social network user. And there are some percentage to kind of attach to different type of user. it doesn't really add up to 100% because sometimes people play multiple role. Let's look at from the bottom. The people who just get an account on Facebook and doesn't do anything. There are so-called spectators. They're going to just browse around, nose around sometimes other people's webpage, but will not contribute anything to their own page, Facebook page, or to other people's Facebook page. Joiner, they will join a Facebook group, or just become friend of others. However, they're still not creating any original content. Collector will be people who will collect online resource and link, like curator of a museum, and potentially they may share that with other people. So that's kind of a step up from joiner. Critics, they activity involving commenting news online or commenting on other friends' Facebook posting. Conversationalists, they would comment back and forth with each other to kind of engage in the conversation. Although software like Facebook is not the best tool to actually engage people in a kind of structured conversation. Discussion forum tends to work better. Eventualist creator who will create a new blog, a page, video, YouTube video, or audio recording, or write content in terms of article or story to post it on Facebook or on a blogging website. So let's look at just kind of this interesting using cat as an example, like where you should share or post information about your cat. Okay, the first one is Facebook. This is Twitter. If you kind of catch the moment you're playing with your cat. If you have a cat video, YouTube will be a good place to do that. If you have a special skill like training cats, LinkedIn may be the best. Instagram allow you to post interesting picture of your cat, and certainly you can do that on the Facebook, but Instagram allow you to kind of modify your picture that you have taken on mobile device and make it more interesting. Pinterest is considered a pinboard style photo sharing website. It's not just photo, it can be any online article and resources. So for instance, here they kind of jokingly say that if you want to learn how to train your cat to dance, and there's a lot of online resources that someone may have collected on their Pinterest account. It's kind of a shared social bookmarking kind of twist to it. Yelp is a kind of review website for hotel, for restaurant, and has been doing pretty well. Google Plus is kind of Google's initiative to kind of compete with Facebook, although there's more limited kind of user base at this point. But I heard a lot about Google Hangout recently, and maybe Google, which is kind of part of the Google Plus, and hopefully its user base may be on the rise because they are taking advantage of its online asset Google has, including YouTube and Google Doc, etc. Spotify, which is here. Spotify is a music streaming service. They do have the digital right management capability, so can protect music from the music industry, and also you can create shared playlist to share with your friends. So there is a kind of social media twist to it. It's not just music streaming. The last one is Foursquare. Foursquare is actually one of the pioneer in location-based service. So if you can check into a location and let your friend that you're there. Facebook, I believe, now has this also a checking function for you to kind of announce where you are. So we're going to see more and more of this functionality building to other social networking websites. So conclude our discussion on Web 2.0. You can find some common themes in this movement towards more interactive, easy to use, a platform participation type of new website. So from the media side, it's from text to photo to sound, eventually to video, like from blogging to podcast to YouTube, video sharing. And it used to be you have to be a technical guy, a developer. Then we asked employee to manage part of the website. Eventually customer participate, and the holy grail is let everybody be the creator. And in terms of purpose, first we just create and publish, and then we want to distribute and share our content, and also let user co-create the content and participate in that process, and eventually using website to collaborate with each other. On the more technical side, we started with static kind of web content using HTML, and moving to dynamic website using server-side web programming language like ASP, .NET, PHP, etc. And also sharing document in a more refined manner using XML to ship document and share document with each other, and eventually using smaller web services which allowed us to integrate a larger service based on those building blocks, and also use more lightweighted mobile app and bypassing the traditional kind of web application. Although to some extent, most of the mobile web behind the scenes is still using the web to communicate with its server. Okay, this concludes our Web 2.0, and hopefully you are inspired and be able to come up with some new idea, take advantage of this set of Web 2.0 capability and incorporate that into your future project. Thank you, and see you next time.